Hello, brother, here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I need to explain a couple of things before we get started. You may notice that a couple of things are going to look a little different in this video compared to the previous one, such as, I don't know, like heart counter or stamina or whatever we upgraded. So, yeah, here's the thing. I accidentally deleted the footage for episode 79 before it was rendered. I had the video fully edited and everything, and it was ready to go, but it got mixed up because I mislabeled the video files, and yeah, I lost all of that. And I couldn't exactly re-record it because I already had the next recording session finished by that point. So, yeah, we're going to redo all the stuff that we did in that episode, but we're just going to pretend it's brand new. Ooh. So hi, welcome to this brand new episode 79 that we've never done before. The first thing we'll be taking care of is going to be a side quest over here. So it's not you that I need to talk to, it's somebody else somewhere around here. Probably one of you. I believe it's you. Thank you so much for your help. In return, I'll happily tell you about this area. Are you, perchance, interested in a giant horse? Or in resurrecting horses? A giant horse? If you head west of here, you'll reach a place called the something something. A really big horse lives there, and by big I mean really big. Anything else you want to know about? Feel free to ask me anytime, whenever you feel like. So that's a little unusual that you didn't have the exact dialogue trigger. Oh well, I'll summarize it for you. So basically, this person will be all like, "Hey Link, guess what? There are some bokoblins over in that direction, and they are just the worst. They smell bad, and just in general, their presence is just a minor inconvenience to me. Can you go over there and make sure they're not an alive person anymore?" And Link will be all like, "Okie dokie then." So now we're going to set off on our merry way through our path of glory. And there's going to be a bokoblin over in that direction, several of which on horseback. So what we want to do, you're going to want to pull out your bow and arrow. Yeah, we defeated them. Oh yeah, we did it. We did it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I kind of get the feeling that we may have already gotten the reward this person would have given us, so here's what it is on screen if you want to check that out real quick. It looks like the weather is clearing up, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Alrighty then, so let's go investigate that pony that we were told about. So let's set off on our merry way through our path of glory. I already said that catchphrase in this episode. Yeah, I'm gonna be an original and easily replaceable. Ignore the name on screen. Tofu is an enigma. Something that we will never know the mystery of. So if we were, in fact, on horseback, we could go across that area. Is that? No, that's a goat. I was wondering if that was a pony we could ride for a little bit, but no, that's not a pony. It's a goat. Goats are dumb. How dare they? Actually, I really like goats. Are there any animals that I don't like, now that I think about it? I love animals just in general, because like there's always something new to learn about them. They always have like such really cool things, like... what's a good example? I can't think of a good example off the top of my head. Well, so one of my favorite facts about like spiders, for example, is that they don't actually have bones in their legs or anything like that. Their legs like move around from blood and stuff like that, which is like really cool. It's kind of like why when they die, they're like kind of curl up and stuff. That's pretty cool. I think snakes, their digestive systems can break down like bones and stuff, but they have trouble with feathers or just fluffy stuff in general. So, like if they were to eat like a really fluffy bear or something like that, then like they'd still have all the fluffiness inside them. Can a snake eat a bear? I never thought I'd ask that question, but now I'm genuinely curious. Can a snake eat a bear? Because snakes are kind of known for, like, trying to eat a lot more, literally biting off more than they can chew. So I'm genuinely curious. Has a snake ever tried to eat a bear? Like, what's the maximum amount that a snake could consume? Now we're at the archery camp, and we'll be sort of checking on these guys in a moment. But first, I have a good feeling about this area over here, so we'll be going over in this direction. We can see some ponies over there. Are any of them the giant horse? We may never know. So, now that we have Revalia's Gale, we're going to go over this way, and I'm going to demonstrate a really cool trick you can do. So, we're going to be going like this. Hopefully this will work. Let's go, 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 go. This could be a little tricky to pull off, because if you're not aimed properly, then the horse will like kick you in the air. But we got a new pony! Yay! We're probably not going to take you over to a stable, but I'm going to give you a temporary nickname. So, what's a good nickname that fits this beautiful stallion? You're not a stallion, but I don't actually know what kind of horse you're supposed to be. What would be a good name for you? What have I eaten lately? Okay, I had a burger for dinner. I had a muffin not too long ago. I have a can of Pepsi on my desk. Let's eat Pepsi. Pepsi, no! Why would you do that, Pepsi? How could you? I thought we had something special. Alright, this area over here is where the person at the stable was telling us that we need to go towards. So hopefully things will turn out amazing. It's not going to be dangerous or anything like that. No, 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 no. It's all going to be smooth sailing from here. Oh no, it's you! You had every right to run away, Pepsi. That over there is a Lionel. We've seen plenty of them on our adventure, and that guy is not to be truffled with. I always loved that part in The Office. Like, that's one of my favorite ongoing jokes in The Office, just in general. Michael mispronouncing things. Like, maybe that's where I got that habit from. Like, most of the time when I mispronounce something, it is a joke, but like other times it's like, oops, that's not how you're supposed to pronounce words with your mouth hole. I should probably be smarter for somebody my age, because I'm an old geezer. You're old, groaning like a geezer. You've got multiple chins cause you're old. I'm so sad that episode is not on Amazon Prime. It makes me so sad. There's probably other streaming services that SpongeBob is on. That's what I usually watch, but they probably don't have that episode on those ones anyway. I think it even got taken off the air, and that makes me super sad. Alright, so over in this direction, there's going to be a bunch of ponies in the general vicinity. And as we go over here... Oh, he's glorious. He's glorious. He's hiding behind a tree, but he's glorious. That was a very cool jump. So we go over here, and I'm just going to walk this pony up to the other one real quick. So let's just demonstrate just how big it is. This right here, this is the giant horse. Yeah, it's kind of big. It's kind of a big boy. And, that's weird. It already has a saddle and everything. Must be a glitch. Alright, let's do something unnecessarily epic. Whee! Yay, it worked! Alright, when you're actually trying to catch this thing, I highly recommend at least having 2 wheels worth of stamina, or a lot of potions. And the Revalia's Gale trick would also work well to fly up there and then land on the pony. You can also climb these trees as well. Basically, try to get to a high elevation and then go that way. It can be a little bit tricky to tame the pony, but eventually, it's not going to be worth it, honestly. I mean, I really like this thing. It is really cool. It is just so slow. It is so slow. Like, we are pressing the A button. It has no stamina whatsoever. I don't even think you can give it stamina with, like, those special things that give horses extra stamina or whatever. But, like, seriously, this is, oh man, this is dreadful. Okay. So, you may be wondering, okay, if it's super slow, then what's the point of it being a pony? Well, it's supposed to be really good in combat. So most horses don't last very long, I mean, to fight and things like that. Hey, mommy. Okay, I guess we're fighting you now. I didn't want to fight you, but you leave by no choice. What's a good stabby weapon? Let's go with this one. Stabby, stabby, stabby. We've already fought Linos before, so it might not be entirely necessary to demonstrate this. But I'll keep it in anyway, just for the giggles. Just for the giggly goos. Flurry rush, flurry rush, flurry rush. As we continue to cross this, I guess now would be a good time to demonstrate, to talk about like why it's taking me so long to get back into recording this game. So here's the thing, this game, it's pretty big. So this was a really big game and things like that, and recording it frequently for so long, it honestly got a bit overwhelming. And as much as I love this game, I will say that, yeah, it did get a little too much after a little bit. So that's one thing that I can definitely learn about recording future major projects, is to kind of like space it out a little bit more than that. Because like, my plan with Breath of the Wild was that this would be like the big project on the channel, and we'd have like a bunch of smaller projects alongside it. After a while, I kind of realized that that just wasn't going to work, so yeah, that's kind of the bigger reason why this series has been on a bit of a hiatus lately. But I've had the urge to replay this game again, so that's a big reason why we're trying to record it again today. And also, like, in the grand scheme of things, we are kind of almost done with this game. Kinda, I say that very loosely. So, the amount of stuff we have left to do in this game, it's about the same as it would take to do a whole other Zelda Let's Play. But when you're talking about Breath of the Wild, that is pretty close. That is pretty close when you consider everything. Like, we still have like a lot of Koroks to go over, and we're definitely over half the shrines, but like, we still have a couple regions to explore and things like that. We're mostly done with the side quests though, so like that's pretty good. But yeah, there's a lot to go over. Yay, we destroyed your face and the rest of your body, haha. Yeah, the really cool thing about this game was that, like, I really do appreciate that this was the first major appearance of a Lionel in the 3D Zelda game. Lionels, believe it or not, have predated this game by quite a while. I believe they first appeared in Link to the Past. They were the really annoying fire-breathing lion enemies on Death Mountain. I believe they also appeared in Link's Awakening. I want to say that's the case. Now that I'm saying that, I'm realizing that's not the case at all. Never mind. It was just Link to the Past I was thinking. So, yeah, they were in that game as well. I want to say they were in another game. I don't remember off the top of my head. Maybe Four Star Adventures, because that game also had a few obscure Zelda enemies as well. That game also has like the coolest version of like horseback riding in most of the 3 Zelda games. I definitely think Breath of the Wild beats it by a long shot, but in Four Star Adventures, it's like sprite work riding on a horse. I don't know what it is, but it just looks really cool in that game. I really like how they did it in that one. But yeah, we're going to be going over this way, and now that we have our pony, we're going to be going over towards the stable, so actually, never mind. We've got some of these jerks first, so yay, we're going to stab there in the buttocks. I was going to fast forward over towards going back over to the stable, but there's actually something over here that we probably should demonstrate, because I completely forgot to on the original recording. I mean, I didn't forget anything, because it is totally the first time we were ever seeing any of this. No Let's Player in history has ever demonstrated what we are about to show. Alright, let's talk to you. Back. Let's talk to you. Let's talk to you. Talk to you. Talk to you. Talk to You! My goodness gracious with gravy. What do you want this hour? That horse. It's huge. I've never seen one that big. It's definitely a blah, 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 endemic species. I thought they said pandemic species. I was like, wait, what in the world is a pandemic species? Sorry, but can I take a good look at the horse? Go ahead. I'll be right back. I can't find the coin slide. Here it is. I'm sorry, that was what I first thought when I saw this my first playthrough, and I can't unthink it. That's one of my favorite jokes on SpongeBob. With this much info, I could feel the spirit of discovery murmuring in contentment. It's definitely different, seeing something with your own eyes rather than just reading about it. Thank you. This is to thank you for helping with our investigation. We get a silver ribby! Do you think there's actually a horse that big out there? How surprising. Yeah, on the original recording, I forgot to talk to that guy again and finish the side quest. So, I mean, no I didn't. We are finishing it now because we started it now. And we are done with it. We're gonna move on with our life. And we are probably going to never talk about this again. So yeah. Let's fast forward over to the stable. Fast forward! Fast forward! This is the song we sing when we fast forward! We have returned! Yay! Alright, and your name is going to be Tofu. Yeah, that is what you are officially going to be referred to as. Ah, you did the shaky thing when you're in the rain. That's what I get. I suppose you've already seen the horses around this prairie, then. I grew up taming horses around these parts. I'm confident there's not a rider in Hyrule better than me. But I got just a way to prove it. A little game to test which fella's better in the saddle. One I almost never lose. No. I had a harder bark on you than that. Well, you ever change your mind, come back and see me. I do, but I'm going to exchange Tofu for another horse because, yeah, it's probably not the best idea to use you for that. Let's go with Raisin. There are raisins in my toast. Raisin toast. There are raisins in my toast. I was singing in the middle of yawning. That's probably not the best thing to do when you're trying to be a professional musician. You enter a horse with that. I have a horse right there, dummy! Fine, we'll be on top of the horse and then we'll talk to you. I know you'd be back. I'll go down and listen up. Ride your horse around this grassy field while jumping over the obstacles. There are 10 obstacles in all. Now you don't get to cross the finish line until the thing. When you clear the last one, right back here. Simple, right? Don't dismount your horse or you're out of the running. Not that I need to tell you. Not that you need telling, right? The difficult part about this is the fact that you can't just try to recklessly ride as fast as you can. In order to clear the obstacles in the path, you have to be able to control your horse very well. If you could be my personal best time, I'll give you some mighty fine horse gear. Why don't you aim for 1 minute and 30 seconds first? My best time's 1 minute and 15 seconds. Think you could beat that? Alright, it shouldn't be too much of a trouble. Yeah, the trick with this is to try to find a good balance between going fast and being able to control the pony. Because if you try to go too quickly, then it's going to be a little bit harder to control. So that's definitely going to be something you want to keep in mind. So what I recommend you do is have the speed boost go like right before you jump. If you were trying to play this on classic 3D Zelda, like Majora's Mask or Twilight Princess even, this would be a lot bigger of a pain. I'm just going to say that right now. because it was so precise. Then go, Raisin! Go around the thing! Go around the thing, you dummy! Stupid Raisin. I know! That is probably one of my biggest pet peeves in Zelda games, is when you repeat a minigame and it gives you the same advice over and over again. That's like one thing that really annoyed me in Skyward Sword, when you go through the Silent Realms and if I would just give you the same advice about intentionally avoiding easier spirit vessels and things like that, it's like, yeah, it's good advice and all, but that's literally the only thing you're saying, Fi. I mean, I like you as a character, but as a tutorial person, you might not be the best in the world. I mean, you're definitely not the worst, I will say. Like, there's definitely been some stinkers. Cough, cough, Kirsty, cough, 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 cough. One of the bigger things I dislike about stickers, sure. That's a drive for another day. So the big strategy with this one that I'm going for now is that, like, you don't really need to speed up all the time. So what I recommend you do is, like, you only speed up when there's, like, a long gap between the two goals. If there's a couple of them that are located pretty close to each other, like this right here, this is probably going to be the best thing you want to do. And you probably also want to, like, soothe your pony before you make any, like, sharp turns or anything like that, so you can have a bit more better control or anything like that. So hopefully this will work this time. I'm getting really annoyed about this one because, like, this is going to be one of those mini games where we keep feeling for stupid reasons, but hopefully we'll be able to continue onwards with no rap music or flash dancing. Again, okay, okay, we might actually be able to do this. Oh my goodness, I didn't think we were gonna make it, but we triumphed with perseverance and determination. Holy smoke, would you look at that? I never thought I'd see the day. But a man's gotta abide by his word, so here's your reward. We get the extravagant saddle. I'll admit I'm feeling low down after all that, but someday I'll be back on top. You'll see. Wanna try again? No! Whoa, we did it. We did it. Yay! Woohoo! Alrighty then, so we have one more thing that we'd like to take care of before we wrap up this video. Back over towards the one guy. I was trying to talk smoothly in the middle of a hiccup right there. I apologize. Man, I'm excited to add this video and see how that sounded, because that sounded weird. I was trying to continue talking normally, but then I hiccuped and I was trying to continue normally and make it sound like I didn't do anything, but then it did it anyway. Where are we going? We want to go the other way. So, yeah, there is another person over here next to the guy who finished the side quest for the giant pony. And he may or may not have another minigame. And it may or may not be all of the fun. Where are all these people? Where are all these people? Where are all these people when they listen to me? Yeah, I've got a sandwich. It's no ordinary sandwich. A sandwich filled with jellyfish jelly. Hey man, you've got to try this sandwich. It's no ordinary sandwich. It's the taste of your sandwich and the sea. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Young man, are you looking to drill? Yes, I'm game. Can't drill that bow and arrow. I think that's just common sense. If you need some, I'll sell you a few. Or I'm open to any sort of business. I don't want to. We'll see how well you and yours work as a team. Now, I'm loath to ask, but would you mind forking over 20 rubies to cover some of the costs? Much obliged, young man. I guarantee my arms are worth twice what you pay. So one thing I remember from the original attempt to record this video, so I know I told the story before, but I had a dream one day where okay, let's go over for a refresher real quick. You see the targets floating out there? I'll judge your skill by how many of them you pop with your arrows. Don't worry about when time's up, I'll let you know. Until then, ride hard and shoot straight. Suppose this goes without saying, but you got off your horse and we're done here. No way to practice shooting from horseback going to standing around on your foot after all. Tell you what, break more than 24 targets, now hand over my horse gear. Is that 24 or 23? That is 23. That's a completely different number. Afraid I've said my piece now. Time we get started. Best of luck, young man. So there's a dream I had where I was walking backstage with Muppets and Kermit the Frog was singing a song about forks or something. And the only thing I remember from it was something along the lines of forks, forks, forks. And like I know I talked about this in the video before, but this was the first instance of that happening because the guy saying fork it over made me think of that. So yeah, that's something that's forever burned into my brain hole. So this minigame is pretty fun. You're gonna want to fire bows and arrows and stuff like that. So what I recommend you do, find a good spot and then fire with good timing. And then boom, and then boom. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. You're over there. Hmm, 23 targets. It's been a dog's age since I've seen such talent in someone so young. What do you mean you're not that young? Over 100 years old? Go ahead and pull the other one. Anyway, this gift is my thanks for putting on a good show. I'm past the age and I think you should have it. Okay, I'm confused. Did I or did I not do this already? I could have sworn I didn't. I know I have footage of... Did I not finish this in the original recording? Okay. But yeah, we got some new saddles and that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty fine and dandy. So I didn't really go over my strategies or anything like that, but what I basically like doing is having a bow and arrow that can fire like 3 or 4 arrows at once. It's not super useful, honestly. It's not like super integral to your success or anything if you do it that way. I just find that having like 5 arrows firing off at once gives you just a little bit more leeway for arrow. I misspoke. I was trying to say arrow, but it came out arrow. I don't know why I find that amusing, but yeah, like, I'm sorry. I get giggly. Okay, so yeah, I found that pretty amusing. And also when you have the balloons that are all like clumped up together and things like that, I usually find the bomb arrows are probably the best bet, especially for the last 5 towards the end of it. After all that, you get your sweet reward, you can move on with your life. Yay! So, now that we've done that, next episode we'll be caught up back to the original timeline and stuff like that. So that's gonna be a fun time. And I'm gonna say this right now because I don't get a chance in the next couple of videos. It's really amusing looking back on those ones and hearing myself saying we're gonna get back to recording more often and then not having touched this game again for a while. But yeah, like I do apologize for the delay in videos for this Let's Play. Like, okay, I was really worried that Raisin died right there. Yeah, I did kind of just want to break from Breath of the Wild for a while because, like, as it is, this one-up video, the recording session for this one video took like 15 minutes, so yeah, having like so many episodes of this Let's Play ongoing at once, and then the Korok episode on top of that, I needed a break. But we took our break. I've been wanting to play this game again lately, so now we'll be continuing onwards. So now we're taking care of all that, we're in the video off here. So thank you so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The options are ready to go next, so you can continue on to the next video on the playlist, where we'll be setting off east and going that way to explore some new regions. You can also do a couple other things as well, and I apologize if you hear squeaking in the background. My chair, like I'm sitting in a camping chair right now, and like I'm resting my elbows on it. But yeah, move on to the next episode of the playlist, or you can go somewhere else in Hyrule, I don't know yet. You can also look for the Koroks across the whatever region we're currently in right now, or you can ignore all of that and go straight to the Champion's Ballad. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next time, later to you. Oh yeah.